Hello and welcome to this live stream. Thank you all for tuning in. Today I will talk about some news stories. I will talk about what is going on behind me with all that mess and why it's not my normal room. And if you have questions, please leave them in the chat room. Also, if there's some sort of problem with the stream also, please let me know and I will try to fix it. I will also try to answer all the questions you have, and so we can have a bit of a conversation if you want. So I plan to do this sort of stream regularly, so like every week. It's probably not going to be like perfect today, so this is like a beta stream, but as I'm looking on the stream right now, it seems to be okay, and that is great. So until we have some more, like some questions or so, I'm just gonna quickly talk about what is going on behind me, because I am moving, but not like moving houses, just inside the house. You probably have seen this behind me. I made a video about this. This is like my electronics working area. It previously was where I am right now sitting, but I moved my setup down in the basement as well, so I have some more room. And when my HTC Vive is coming sometime next week, I have room to set it up, like right behind me, and it's gonna be great. For that, I also moved my bed to another room. The video about everything will probably be out on Monday. And if you're just like tuning in later to the stream, you can also watch this stream later. It will be uploaded on the channel so you can see it. So that's basically what is going on right now behind me. I'm just gonna move straight into the first topic I have, and that is No Man's Sky launched. Probably the most of you will know a lot about this already. It was really hyped. It's one of the bigger game launches this year, but it didn't went so smoothly like you would hope. Some people say it was overhyped. There are lots of problems. But why don't I just quickly go over what this game even is, because probably not all of you know about it. It's basically, at least what we expected to be is an open world sandbox game where you can basically explore everything. It is in space. There are like 18 quintillion planets, I don't know, basically infinite amounts of planets that you can explore, and you can play in multiplayer, but as there are so many planets, the chance that you meet is not really big, and there aren't like any big multiplayer features. I'm just gonna quickly mention, one of you pointed this out in the chat, this stream will be in English, and I know that some of you would like it in German, but I committed to it in English and I'm gonna go through it with my channel. The normal videos will still have the German subtitles, but I won't be doing German videos anymore. This is a thing of the past. And my pronunciation is not the best. I know I'm working on it, but you can't get better without practicing. So if you have something against it, or if you really don't understand English very well, you don't have to watch the streams. But back to the topic, although the graphics aren't like that amazing, the game was like choppy with some people, and although they had like really badass hardware, it only worked when you turn it down to medium settings, which is kind of a bummer. But like, it's just a launch. There will be patches for that, and it's gonna be like good. But what you can do is you can explore it, you can farm resources, you spend a lot of time in the menus where you can craft stuff. Even if you go down on the planets, you can explore them. Each planet is unique, it's like generated by an algorithm, and there are like animals that are generated. You can upgrade your ship, buy new ships, the space station, and it's a pretty big game, and it certainly is a lot of fun. But I haven't played it yet. I just watched some streams, and it seems a bit not the smoothest launch, but if you wait a couple of weeks, it'll be better, I think. So if you have anything about this game, if you played it, you can leave it in the chat room or in the comments if you're watching this later, and I will be happy to read those. And another big topic is AMD Zen had a leak. Not like the processor had a leak and came a lot of silicon out of it. No, we saw like one of the first performance leaks. There was like one of the sorry, I'm just, as you know, English isn't my native language, so it is kind of hard for me to like do this all live. Like, some information got spilled out. There were some benchmarks, and they was compared to an Intel i5 and i7. I forgot which one exactly they were, but I think it was like last generation. And it is apparently faster than the i5, but not quite like the i7. And that basically, I think, is quite what we were expecting from Zen. Some of us hoped that Zen will be like this amazing new processor that is better than the 6950X and everything, but let's face it, this probably isn't gonna happen. AMD isn't that good in like the modern CPUs. They haven't brought anything new to the table in like 5 years. But even if they can be competitive in the mid-range or in the higher mid-range, this is very good because Intel really needs competition. We have had basically the same 4 cores on the mainstream platform for like a really long time now, and they don't really have to innovate that much. We have gained like 8 to 10% every generation, but that isn't like that much. If Intel really wanted, they could probably develop a much better processor. They have been innovative, or at least working in the like high end, the X99 stuff, the new stuff that is coming out now. That is some nice and new stuff, but as they don't really have competition in any area, they don't really have to progress that fast, because even though they aren't like bringing out new processors that are amazing all the time, people are still buying it because, let's face it, at the moment AMD doesn't have anything to compete with. And so I think that's something that we have to look out. Originally, they wanted to launch the Zen end of 2016, but as it seems now, it'll be the first quarter of 2017. But at least we know it is coming, and the chips are probably now starting to get to the motherboard manufacturers so that they can build motherboards and test them so that the launch can go smoothly. Also, we heard some rumors about Nvidia launching another graphics card. Some big tech YouTubers, they are in Great Britain right now. I think it is pretty much confirmed that it is an Nvidia event. I'm not sure, don't quote me on that. But the rumors point towards GTX 1080 Ti launch, which really is quite surprising to me, as the 1080 launch isn't that far back, and they already launched the Titan XP, and the 1080 Ti will probably be based on the same core as the Titan XP, and they have even supply issues with the $1,200 Titan XP. It is sometimes in stock, sometimes out of stock on the website, and when they're using the same core for the 1080 Ti, it is quite surprising that they launch it now, because they can't even keep up with the Titan XP, and they use even more cores for the 1080 Ti. Also, they have launched all the graphics card in this extremely short period of time, which is surprising to me, as it wasn't that crowded the last couple of launches. But for me, it isn't a big deal. I don't have to review all of these cards. But if you look in the tech channels, it is one graphics card video after the other. AMD also launched their 470s and 460s now, which are the bit lower end. AMD, Intel doesn't have anything to compete there yet. They start at the top and go to the bottom. AMD also already have some low-end cards out, and what we see from AMD is basically the same what we are expecting with Zen. They don't have this amazing graphics card that competes with the Titan XP, but still they have the RX 480, which is a really good graphics card for the price. And it's a good way to enter into VR for not that much money. And now they are releasing some a bit even more cheap alternatives to the RX 480 that are good for mobile gamers and such. So that's gonna be great, and I'm hoping that Nvidia also launches some stuff in the lower end, but that will probably take a few months, as the 950 and 960 they launched a lot later than the 980. But maybe they come out next week, because Nvidia seems to be launching all the graphics cards at the same time right now. I don't know. And also, I haven't checked in a while if the 1080s are in stock, but I think they are still out of stock in America. Here in Europe we can get some, but really expensive. They really have some pricing issues, so the prices go way up because there aren't many available, and it has been quite rough time the last couple of months with Nvidia launching all those cards. But someone else that doesn't have to worry about launching graphics cards is Facebook, and they but they have ads that they want to show to their viewers. And because most of the viewers use AdBlock, they found a way to go around this AdBlock and show the ads anyway. But AdBlock Plus doesn't wait long, and only 48 hours later there is like a fix for it already to block those new ads again. But Facebook is like saying that these adblock companies, they aren't doing any good, as Facebook tries to get the user some control over the ads so that they can show ads that are interested to the viewer. But as we all know, we don't want ads, no matter what they are all about. But they keep Facebook alive, and so they try to push even harder. Another way would be that they make some kind of deal with the adblock makers, but they aren't interested in that and instead fight the never-ending battle of disabling the adblock in some way, and then adblock releases a patch for that again, and so forth. Maybe we will see a time where we don't have to worry about ads, but as ads are the main supporter of the internet and everything basically runs on them, we will have to see them all the time. And as you know, even on some of my videos there are ads, and I don't mind ads that much. I have my ad block disabled on YouTube and many other sites, but they can get quite annoying sometimes. Like on Facebook, the ads aren't like that nice. They are pretty big and in your face. So I can understand why you would want to block the ads on Facebook. And thanks to AdBlock being so active, we can all block them. Also, another news story is that the first commercial mission to Moon got approved by the US government. They wanna go in like 2017 at the end of, they wanna be able to offer that you can go for, it's probably gonna be very expensive, that you can go to the moon like just on holiday. Nein.
Falls du die Führschale mal im Betrieb sehen möchtest, kannst du hoch.
Ja, du störst im Moment ziemlich. Sorry, that was my mom that just had some comments. So in the end of 2017, they want to launch this rocket. The funny thing is, the US government approved them, but they still don't have an approval from the FAA that they are controlling the airspace in the US, which basically means they can fly from the outer edge of the atmosphere till the moon, but they don't have the permission to fly through the Earth's atmosphere because the FAA hasn't given permission yet. Maybe they will get the permission later, or this will be just another failed project. And so, if you have like any questions, you can leave them in the chat room. And if not, I will probably wrap this up sometime, because there aren't that many other topics to talk about that happened this week. At least I didn't prepare for them. Like, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat and I will answer them. In the meantime, I can just maybe talk about a bit more about what is going on around here. I moved like my setup down here. I also did the new floor, as you can see. It's like a wood floor now, and not like this ugly gray one that was before in this room. I'm also planning to build a new desk, but I haven't had time yet. Maybe I'm even gonna do like some watercooling in the new desk. There are definitely gonna be lots of videos about it if I do it. But first off, next week sometime I expect my HTC Vive to arrive, and then I'm for sure gonna be in VR for some time and enjoying that. I will probably also do a live stream of me setting up the HTC Vive, so if you wanna see that, you can stay subscribed to the channel, and then you aren't gonna miss the notification from YouTube that tells you when exactly it's gonna be. I don't know when exactly the Vive is gonna arrive. And so I think that's it for this live stream now. Thank you all for tuning in, and I hope to see you another time. Please give it a like or even some comments if you watch it later. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and until next time.